everybody, this is Paula with Pilates. Today I have a great class in store for you today to help you to become a better you. Giving you a heads up, we're going to include about 5 new exercises, so I want you to go ahead and get excited about that. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to go ahead and start off with our imprint release, so go ahead and lay down on your back, bring your arms to your side, and, excuse me, we're going to bring our legs up at our tabletop position and at a 90-degree angle, okay? So we're going to inhale and then we're going to exhale, allowing our heels to fall to the mat. Then we're going to inhale and bring our back to the mat, belly button pull to the spine, okay? And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Make sure that your knees are hip distance apart and they're not touching, okay? And exhale. And inhale. Good. 2 more. Exhale. And inhale. And last one. Exhale. And inhale. Good. Go ahead and lower your feet down to your mat and let's do our alternating leg raise, okay? So that's where we inhale, then we exhale, then we lift. We inhale, then we exhale, then we lift. We inhale, then we exhale, then we lower. We inhale, then we exhale, then we lower, okay? Lift, knee over the hip. Lift, knee over the hip. Lower and lower. And lift, and lift, and lower, and lower. Your back is still pressing to the mat so that you can make that imprint with your spine, okay? You'll feel your abs engage. Good. Lower and lower. Breathing only. Two more sets. Lift, lift, keep breathing. Lower and lower. One more. Lift and lift and lower and lower. Good. Now for our hip rolls. So take your hips, drive them up towards the ceiling, lengthening your spine, allowing your chin to hover over your chest. Knees are still hip distance apart. Then lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. And exhale. Really drive those hips up. Keep your shoulders, your neck, and your head on the mat. And then lower down. Arms stay at your side. Inhale, now exhale. Lengthen your body out so it's nice, long, and smooth. From your chest to your knees. And then inhale, lower down. 3 more just like that. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. 1 more. Lowering down, ending with your tailbone last touching the mat. Okay, now let's bring our arms up and let's work on our scapula position. So you want to shrug your shoulders up for progression and regression. And you want to release the shrug. And you want to shrug up. And release. Exhale, shrug. Inhale, release. Exhale, shrug. Inhale, release. Good. When you release, reach all the way down. Try to reach for your ankles, your heel, okay? And release. 1 more. Exhale, shrug. Inhale, release. Now go ahead and swing your arms up so your fingertips point towards the ceiling. And let's protract and retract. So reach up, head stays on the mat, shoulders stay on the mat. Reaching through your fingertips, lifting your shoulders, then lower down. Inhale, exhale, reach. Inhale, lower. And exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Good. Again, exhale, reach up, reach through the fingertips. And lower. 2 more. And lower down. And 1 more. And lower. Very nice. Now go ahead and reach above your head with your thumb finger pointing down, your back still pressed into the mat, which means that if you are reaching above your head, if your back is pressed into the mat, you should not be able to lay your arms on the mat. Notice how I have a little bit of a space underneath my lower back if my arms touch the floor or the mat, but if they don't, then my back is pressed into the mat and my core is engaged, okay? So that's what you want. Now, you want to turn your palms out and circle. Inhale, reach above your head, turn your palms out and circle. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, really pull those abs in, turn your palms out, exhale. And 2 more. And 1 more. Good. Now, palms down. We're going to do abdominal curls. This is where you lift your head, lift your shoulders, reach for your heels, lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. And inhale, now exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale, lift up. Really squeeze all those abdominal muscles together. And then lower down. 1 more. As you squeeze the muscles, let all the air out of your belly. And inhale and lower. Good. All right, we're going to start with roll up today. So extend your legs out in front of you. This is the one where we have often started with our arms above our head, then we brought our arms to the outside of our chest, and our toes are normally starting pointed away from us, but when we come to a seated position, our toes point up towards the ceiling. Well, today I am going to add a new variation to it, and today we're going to start with our fingers by our ears for this, okay? So with your toes pointed away, okay, you are going to have your elbows in, okay? Arms bent, elbows in. You're then going to always look up at the ceiling, and when you're ready, you're going to exhale and come up to seated. See, notice my toes point straight up to the ceiling when I'm seated up or sitting up and looking forward, okay? Fingertips never leave the ears, okay? And then we're going to pull our belly button in and roll back, and then point our toes away and lower down ever so gently to the mat. Now you might notice that I take my arms away from my ears so you can hear me clearly, but just know that your arms, or your fingers, stay right by your ears the whole time. Remember to get that really good exhale when you come to that seated position, because that's what's going to draw on your belly button, your navel string, activate your glutes, activate your lower back, and then really propel you to that seated position. Okay, so let's do that again. Fingertips by your ears, toes pointing away. We're going to inhale, exhale, sit up nice and tall, as if someone had a string at the top of your head, and they're pulling on you from the rafters of the ceiling, and pull your belly button in, lower down. Really control that lower. Don't just plop onto the mat. Inhale and exhale. Elbows are pointed forward. Keep them nice and tight. No wider than your chest. And lower down. 2 more just like that. You can do it. Inhale and good. Come up to seated. Pull your belly button in and roll back. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Come up to seated. Good. And point your toes away and roll back 1 vertebrae at a time. That was good. If this felt difficult to you, I want you to practice your breathing. I want you to practice just laying down, really breathing in, and really blowing out, okay? That's important, right? Breathing is important. All right, let's move on to rolling like a ball. That's where your knees are bent. And if you need some help getting up from this position while you're here, you can also bend your knees, grab behind your knees, or grab behind your bent knees, to help you come to a seated position, okay? All right, so rolling like a ball. Remember your options. Your options are to hold behind your knees as you tuck your head and roll back, or bring your hands out to the outside of your ankles, okay, which have less grip support for you, but challenges you a little bit more. And so what you want to do is, with your hands on the outside of your ankles, fingers, tips are touching, head is tucked, feet together, lift up, roll back. And you want to make sure that your head never touches the mat. If you're going to bring your hands behind your knees, same thing, tuck your head, lift your feet up, get nice and tight. Inhale, roll up. And this one is also a great one to practice with. Really easy because you get to grab behind your knees and it helps you to practice your breathing. It helps you to remember to inhale when you lower down and exhale when you come up, okay? So let's do it. Pick your favorite position, whether your fingers by your ankles or your hands behind your knees. And I want you to roll back and roll up. Inhale when you roll back, exhale when you roll up, okay? All right, here we go. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Tuck your head. 2 more. 1 more. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and extend our legs out. And we're going to do our supine twist, okay? So I want you to come up to, I want you to lay down in your supine position. And I want you to go ahead and bring your knees up to a tabletop position, okay? So it looks like this. Laying down, supine, legs up at tabletop. We're going to bring our hands across our chest, and we're going to do our twist, okay? Now, when we do our twist, remember, our legs extend, okay, one at a time with the twist. The opposite shoulder goes to the opposite knee. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, okay. Exhale. Look over your shoulder with your twist. Feel your outer core, your outer core muscles, your obliques. Twist with you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, you're up and you're tight in your C curl. Exhale, you extend one leg, twist. Okay, so I'm just going to slow it down just a touch. Twist. Right arm to left knee. You don't have to rush it. Okay, you can hold it just so that you get the move in. Head comes up, twist the shoulder to the knee. Twist, reach the shoulder to the knee as far as you can go, okay? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And look too. Okay? Last set. Inhale. Exhale. Last side. Very nice. Lay your head down, lay your arms down, but extend your legs up. Okay? So now we're going to do scissors. Scissors we've done before. Grab behind the calf, come up into a C curl, and bring 1, 2, the knee closer to the forehead. Inhale, exhale, and okay, keep pulling it. Keep exhaling. Switch. So as we switch, we inhale, then we exhale for 2. Inhale. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Exhale for 2. 2 more sets. And last set. Good. Bring your legs to the tabletop. Take a little breather. And let's go into double leg stretch. Okay? So, in the past couple weeks, we've been doing double leg stretch, broken down, and then we bring it all together. Today, I want us to do it all at the same time. Nothing broken down. Everything together. So, first things first, fingertips to temples, okay? And what we're going to do is, for our double leg stretch, we're going to extend the arms, and then the legs, okay? And then bring them back together, okay? Got it? All right, so here we go. Inhale, extend the arms, then the legs. Exhale, bring them together, okay? Head stays down on the mat for now. And inhale, and bring it back, okay? Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, okay? Again, inhale, exhale, and 2 more. Arms then legs on the inhale, exhale, and 1 more. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Very nice. Lower your arms down at your side, lower your feet down, and let's go into shoulder bridge. So this is one of those exercises that we have not reviewed yet, and I want to give you a good setup. For shoulder bridge, you're going to start the same way you would for hip roll, like in our warm-up, where we drive our hips up, which we're going to do the very same thing, but in this, we have a leg to extend and lower once we get our bridge up, okay? So I'm going to show you the full exercise, and then we're going to kind of break it down just a touch, all right? So arms at my side, I'm going to drive my hips up into my bridge. I'm going to bring one leg to my chest, extend it up, and then I'm going to lower with the heel. My knees are going to meet. And I'm going to do this 3 times, okay, before I bring this leg in and switch the legs out, okay? And then I'm going to do it 3 times. And there's a breathing method. And then I'm going to bring that leg in, switch it out, make sure I adjust my bridge. Now, for now, I'm going to lower down, but no, in between each set, we do not lower. We simply push up and adjust our bridge because sometimes it falls. So, for this exercise, you want to make sure that your feet are well planted into the mat. Weight distributed between your big toe, your pinky toe, and your heel. You want to make sure that your knees are over your hips. Excuse me, your knees are over your ankles. And you want to make sure that your knees are, of course, bent. Hips down on the mat to start. Head down, belly button pulled in, okay? Arms at your side. Once you're here in your start position, you're going to inhale and you're going to exhale. And drive up. Squeezing your glutes. Okay, this is your bridge position. You're going to hold this position. Now, once you're here and you're nice and stable, you're not wobbling. Okay, you're going to take one leg, doesn't matter which one. For you, I'm going to use the one closest to the camera so you can see it a little bit easier. You're going to bring one knee, bend it, then extend it. Okay, notice how my bridge kind of dropped. but I want you to push it up and keep it there. You're going to feel all the muscles in this other leg, front of the leg, activate. Now, you're going to take your toes should be pointed, and you're going to flex your foot. This is the flex foot. You're going to flex your foot so that when you lower for the knees to meet, this is knees meeting, my knees are next to each other, then my foot is flexed, okay, toes pointing towards me. When I point up, and then I flex down. That's going to be number 2. I point up again, and then I flex down. That's number 3, before I bring my knee to my chest, lower my foot down, and switch the legs out. Okay? Now let's do the other leg. Knee to chest or close to chest, bent first. Notice my toes are pointed. Then my legs extended. My toes are still pointed. Now I'm going to flex my foot, bring my toes, point my toes towards my chest, and then lower with my heel. Leading with my heel. And then I'm going to point with my toes, lower with my heel. That's 2. Now I'm going to point with my toes, lower with my heel. That's 3. Bring my knee in, lower my foot down, adjust my bridge. Okay? Now I'm going to show you the breathing part of it, okay? So while we're here, we're going to bring our knee to our chest and extend the leg. Okay? So that's our inhale. Then we're going to exhale. And then we're going to inhale. And then we're going to exhale. That's 2. And then we're going to inhale. And then we're going to exhale. That's our 3rd one. Bring the knee to the chest. Lower the foot down, which knee should be hip distance apart. Bring the other leg, knee to chest. Extend the leg up. I'm going to exhale. And then inhale. Toes pointed up. Exhale. And then inhale. One more. Exhale. And then inhale. Bend my knee. Lower my foot to the floor. Adjust my bridge before I inhale and lower down. Okay? Shoulder bridge. That's what we just reviewed. All right, now we're going to turn over and we're going to do breaststroke. So, with feet hip distance apart, arms on the outside of your chest, you're going to make sure your face is parallel to the mat. You're going to inhale while pressing your pelvis into the mat, thighs, and your rib cage. Inhale, then exhale, glide your arms up, and then round your arms to your side. That's breaststroke. Then you're going to inhale, bring your arms up above your head. Make sure you're looking down at your mat at all times, as if you're trying to kiss your mat, but you're not going to. And squeezing your glutes while you're here. Exhale. Inhale. Now notice I didn't bring my arms back here. That was our start position. Okay? From here, after this first time we do this, we don't come back here for now. Okay? So, inhale, arms push up. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay? Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. You'll feel the muscles in the back of your arms activate. The muscles in the back in your upper part of your back. And last one. Good. Go ahead and bend your arms at the elbows for heel squeezes, okay? So you're also going to bend your knees, bend your legs at your knees, and bring only your heels together, pointing your toes out to the side. Remember, for this exercise, we're always going to keep our forehead on the back of the top hand. This is our top hand. And we're going to make sure that we're always tucking that head to protect our spine. For me, you might see my head come up because I won't be squeezing as much so that you can hear me give instruction. Otherwise, keep your head down to protect your spine, okay? Here we go. So, squeeze and release. Squeeze the heels together and release. And squeeze and release. Good. Squeeze, release. Good. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. You have 2 more. And 1 more. Very nice job. Go ahead and lower your feet down. Bring your arms to the outside of your chest. Push up, sit back, and come to a seated position for a seated spine. So you're going to come to a V-sit position. Legs are in a V. Toes are up. Sitting up nice and tall as you possibly can. If you find that you're not sitting up as tall as you'd like to, kind of got a little curvature in your spine, go ahead and press yourself up against the wall and press your shoulder blades into the wall, and that'll help you to really practice and adjust your seated position so you have a nice tall spine when you're sitting up, okay? Otherwise, take your hands, bring them between your knees, glide your fingertips forward, pulling your belly button in, okay? So you're not just going to flop yourself forward. You're going to pull your belly button in, stretch forward through your fingertips, tuck your head, and go as far as you feel comfortable. You're going to feel a stretch in the back of your legs, a release in your lower back. You're going to feel the middle of your back engaged because you're pulling your belly button in. Your shoulders are around, which will give you an additional stretch, okay? Toes stay up. Inhale and exhale as you push out. Go as far as you can go. Try to get beyond your feet before you inhale. Drag your fingers in and come back to a seated position, okay? Here we go. Inhale. Two more. Good. And one more. Look forward, tuck your chin, round your back. Push your fingertips forward. Keep your hips on your mat. Inhale and sit up. Good. All right, now we're going to move into saw, okay? So with saw, our arms are going to be extended out to the sides, okay? We've done this before. Remember, you are going to inhale and twist. Backhand turns down. My thumb is down. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Good. Inhale, sit up. And when you sit up, make sure you pull this arm back to help you sit up. Turn back to center. And we're going to do the other side, okay? Twist. Backhand down. Reach. Pinky toe in the front. It's being cut off by the pinky finger. Inhale to seated. Exhale to center. Okay? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Last side. Twist. Backhand down, reach. Come up and turn back to the front. Good. Lower your arms down. Now we're going to do our side leg variations, okay? So line up with the back edge of your mat. Bottom arm comes up by the ear. Upper back. Glutes, heels, line up with the back edge of the mat. Both feet come to the opposite corner. Other hand comes to the right, comes right in front of the chest. Oblique is up. So the side that's closest to the mat, go ahead and lift that up and keep that up. If you're not interested in doing that at this time, you can also leave it down on the mat. But I encourage you to lift it up and keep it up, okay? So, we're going to start with abductors. So you're going to take your top leg and you're going to lift it away from your bottom leg. And you're going to breathe. You're going to inhale, lift up, exhale, lower down, okay? So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. Now you're going to take that same top leg and we're going to kick it forward for 2 with the toes pointed. And then we're going to retract the foot, bringing it back with the heel leading for 1. Okay? So I'm going to show you one first. Toe point, kick, kick, flex the foot, bring it back with the heel. Okay? All right, now let's do it together. Kick, kick, flex the foot, bring it back with the heel. Okay? Kick, kick, and return. Now let's add the breath. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. 1 more. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Okay? Now we're going to do our circles. So you're going to take your top leg and you're going to circle in a clockwise direction. And then I'll tell you to switch. And you're going to circle in a counterclockwise direction. Okay? Your hips are going to get a little bit tight and tired. That's okay. Okay? So, go ahead and balance back on your bottom glute a little bit. Lift your top leg, point your toe, and let's circle. So, circle, circle, circle. Okay? You got 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it down. Okay? Now switch directions. Go the other way. And circle. And circle. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. 2. And 1. Lower the foot down. Okay. We have another exercise. 2 more to do. The first one is the unilateral leg lift. Okay. So that means 1 leg lifts at a time. That means your top leg is going to lift first. Then your bottom leg. Then both are going to come down together. Okay? Remember, if your lift is here, that's a perfectly good lift. Okay? We just want the feet to meet in the air before we bring them back down. And you want to give yourself a little balance help by rotating back on your bottom glute. Okay? So let's do a practice one. Lift the top, lift the bottom, lower both. Okay? Let's do it together. Lift, lift, lower. Lift, lift, lower. Inhale, inhale, exhale. 1 more. Lift, lift, lower. Okay? See, my oblique is still up. Kind of hard to see with this black on black, but black shirt on the black mat. But just be mindful that my oblique is up, and yours should be too. Before we go into the bilateral leg lift, both legs are going to lift at the same time. So, showing you first, lift both, lower both. Okay? Ready? Let's do it together. Lift and lower. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Good. Now, if your hip still feels a little bit tight, you can tap it, okay, and rub it, and then switch to the other side. Because what we do from one side, we have to do it for the other side so we can be even. We always want to do the same things on both sides of the body so we're not lopsided. So, lined up with the back edge of your mat. Both legs to the opposite corner. Top hand, okay, or arm is on top. So that hand goes in front of the chest, okay? And oblique is up if you choose to do so, okay? Making sure there's space there. So abductors first, lifting the top leg. Lift and lower. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. 1 more. Inhale, exhale. Now for the kick. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Two more. Last one. Good. Top leg lifted, so we're going to circle. Toes pointed and circle. Circle. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. 2, 1, and switch directions. Two more. Last one. Good. Unilateral leg lift. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Two more. Last one. Bilateral leg lift. Lift both lower bone. And lift. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Go ahead and tap, tap, tap. Rub, rub, rub. Looks good. All right, come to a side-seated position. And now we're going to work on one of those other new exercises called side bend, okay? So when you do side bend, you have to sit on your side of your glute, okay, in a side-seated position, okay? And you're going to take your top leg, the heel is going to be in the front of the ankle of the bottom leg, okay? So you have one knee on the mat and you have one knee upright. You're going to take this hand and just simply lay it here on the mat, nice and flat, fingers spread wide for support. Your other arm, the elbow, is going to sit on top of the knee that is upright, okay? Now, when we come up, we're going to keep this bottom knee down on the mat to start, okay? And you're also going to exhale when you come up. So I'm going to show you first, and then you're going to do it with me, and then we're going to work through the breathing together, okay? So this is your starting position, chest out, spine is nice and long, okay? You're then going to push into your hand that's on the mat, knee comes down, other leg is extended, arm comes over the head, okay? Notice that I rotated my leg out so that my knee and my ankle are in alignment. My hips are pushed up towards the ceiling. My chest is open. I'm not rounded. And my arm is over my head. Okay? So go ahead and come back to a seated position. I rotate my leg out so that I am back right where I started. Okay? All right, let's do that one more time. Now together, okay? Before we incorporate the breathing. And go ahead and push your knee down. Rotate it out. Extend the top leg. Reach over with the arm that's on top. And look forward. Keep your chest open. And let's lower down. Okay? Okay. So now we're going to do the breathing. We're going to inhale while we're here. And we're going to exhale. And then we're going to inhale and come back down. Okay? Let's do that one more time. And the point is you want to exhale all the breath out before you have to come down. Okay? Once all the breath has been exhaled, that's your key that it's time to come down. Okay? So elbow still on top. Inhale. Okay? Now let's switch to the other side. So when I switch to the other side, the knee that was on the bottom on this side now becomes the knee that's on top. Okay? Elbow is on top of the knee. We are not going to do a try one here because you've done it on the other side. So we are just going to go right into it, right into the exercise. All right? Keep in mind that one side of your body might be a little bit weaker than the other because you have a dominant side and a less dominant side. All right? And if this is your less dominant side, then you want to take your time coming up. So here we go. Elbow is on top. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and come down. Okay, let's do it again. And exhale. Inhale and come down. And again. And come down. Now, before we move on to the next exercise, I want to remind you, when you come up and you round your body, make sure that your arm is nice and long and you're stretching through your fingertips. You might hear me say quite a few times, stretch through your fingertips. When you stretch through your fingertips, it activates the muscles in your wrist and your forearm, activate the muscles in your biceps, and goes on up to the shoulder, okay? And you want those muscles to be engaged as you're doing these exercises, like balancing on one arm, okay? Even though your knee is down, you're still balancing on one arm. Sound good? Great. The last thing we're going to do today is a push-up. It's a Pilates push-up, and if you just groaned with me, that's okay, because we're going to do it and it's going to be great, all right? So a Pilates push-up has a count and breathing with it. We're going to do it 2 times. I'm going to walk you through the count first and the motion, and then we're going to walk through the count, the motion, and the breathing the second time, okay? If you find that you have a dip in your lower back when you get ready to do the push-up, please stay on your knees, okay? We're going to do both sets of push-ups on our knees today, not with our legs extended. But in the future, if you find that you continuously have a dip in your back, stay on your knees and widen your arms, okay? So let's try it, all right? I'm going to get up and stand at the edge of my mat. So if you don't see the top of my body, the camera's not going to capture all that this time. But just know I'm standing at the edge of the mat. My heels are going to touch this back edge. So should yours. So, knees at the edge of my mat. Heels at the edge of my mat. And what I'm going to do is, I'm putting my hands on the front of my hips so that I can indicate to you that I'm going to hinge. And when I hinge, I am simply pressing on the front of my hip flexors so that I can run my hands down the front of my thighs and just kind of cut my body in half, okay? This is my starting position, okay? So I've inhaled, and I've lowered down and exhaled, okay? Now I'm going to walk my hands out for a 4 count. My right hand is 1, my left hand is 2, my right hand is 3, my left hand is 4. Now I'm in a plank position, okay? This is not a plank position, okay? Your plank position, your belly button should be pulled towards your spine. You should be on your toes, okay? Ankle flexed. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to drop our knees here. We're not going to shift anything else in our body, okay? We're not going to push forward or any of that, okay? We're just dropping our knees. Now, if you're one of those people where I said, make your arms wide, you just simply move your hands out, okay? Further to the edge of the mat. Edges of the mat, and then you want to lower your chest down for a 3 count. 3, 2, 1, then push up for 1. Okay? Let's do that again. Face your mat. Try to kiss it. 3, 2, 1. Don't kiss it. Push up for 2. We're going to do it one more time. 3, 2, 1. push up for 3. Okay? Now, with your toes tucked, lift your knees so you're back in a plank. Then walk your hands in. One hand, left, that's 1. Right is 2. Left is 3. Right is 4. And I'm back to my start position. Now I'm going to roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Okay? I know it's a lot to remember, but we can do it, and I'm here with you. We're going to walk through it again, but this time I'm going to breathe. Okay? So, again, no, you can't see me, but I'm still here. All right? All right, so heels to the back edge of your mat. Inhale, pull your belly button in. Exhale. Touching the mat. Inhale. Now exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale and lower for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Exhale for 3. And then walk it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhales. And exhale as you come up. Now, I did that in a full push-up position. I did not drop my knees. My apologies. So I'm going to do it one more time. You can just watch. And I'm going to do it with my knees bent this time, as I promised the last time. All right, here we go. Heels at the edge. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Inhale. 2, 1. Exhale. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Good. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. Okay? All right, come down to a seated position. You did a great job today. We put some new things in our routine. That's perfectly okay. We want to grow. The push-up might be the hardest one, but know that it's not something that you cannot achieve. Okay? So, you did great. Thanks for allowing me to help you to become a better you. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.